Air around you. What is the composition of Earth's atmosphere? The sun disappears behind thick, dark clouds. In the distance, you see a bright flash. Then you hear a crack of thunder, and you might make it home just as the downpour begins. The weather changed quickly. That was close. Weather is the condition of the Earth's atmosphere at a particular time and place. But what is the atmosphere? Earth's atmosphere is the envelope of gases that surround the planet. Earth's atmosphere consists of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, and other gases, as well as particles of liquids and solids. It breaks down on this page the nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and other gases. The most abundant gas in the atmosphere is nitrogen. It takes up a little more than 3/4 of the air. So it'd be like this one over here. Nitrogen occurs in all living things and makes up about 3% of the weight of the human body. Oxygen, although oxygen is the second most abundant gas in the atmosphere, it makes up only 21% of the volume. Plants and animals take oxygen directly from the air and use it to release energy from their food. Oxygen is also involved in many other processes. A fire uses oxygen rapidly as it burns. Without oxygen, a fire will go out. Some processes use oxygen more slowly. Steel in cars and other objects react slowly with oxygen to form iron oxide or rust. Carbon dioxide, it makes up much less than 1% of the atmosphere, but it's essential to life. Plants must have carbon dioxide to produce food. The cells of animals break down food and give off carbon dioxide as waste products. When fuels like coal and gasoline are burned, they also release carbon dioxide. Burning these fuels increases the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Other gases, oxygen and nitrogen, together make up 99% of dry air. Argon makes up most of the other 1%. The remaining gases are called trace gases.
سلام دوباره اسماتون رو بخونم از وسط لیست.
What is that?
بردیا کیان
What is that?
بردیا کیان
Sorry about that. I don't know what that is. Okay. Other gases. Argon makes up most of the other 1%. The remaining gases are called trace gases because only small amounts of them are present. We have something about water vapor. So far, water vapor. Sorry, I lost my screen for you. Water vapor, we've discussed the composition of dry air, but in reality, air is not dry. It contains water vapor, water in the form of a gas. Water vapor is invisible. It's not the same thing as steam, which is made up of tiny droplets of liquid water. The amount of water vapor in the air varies greatly from place to place and from time to time. Water vapor plays an important role in Earth's weather. Clouds form when water vapors condenses out of the air to form tiny droplets of liquid water or crystals of ice. If these droplets or crystals become heavy enough, they'll fall as rain or snow. Particles, pure air contains only gases, but pure air exists only in laboratories. In the real world, air contains tiny solid and liquid particles of dust, smoke, salt, and chemicals. You can see some of these particles in the air around you, but most of them are too small to see. The last page says, how is the atmosphere a system? The atmosphere is a system that interacts with other Earth systems, such as the ocean. The atmosphere has many different parts. Some of these parts you can actually see, such as clouds, but most of the atmosphere, like air, wind, and energy, you can't see. Instead, you might feel a wind when it blows on you, or you might feel energy from the sun warming your face on a cool winter day. At first, the wind that blows and the heat you feel may seem unrelated, but as you learn, the different parts of the atmosphere interact with one another. Events in one part of the atmosphere affect other parts of the atmosphere. Energy from the sun drives the motions in the atmosphere. A storm, such as a hurricane in figure 2, involves a tremendous amount of energy. The spiraling shape of a hurricane is due in part to forces resulting from Earth's rotation. A hurricane also gains energy from warm ocean water. Since the ocean water is warmed by the sun, a hurricane's energy comes mostly from the sun. So that's the audio